of children by Jesus Christ Himself, that phrase tells us that we ought to be acting as adults because that is what God is expecting from us when He counted us as adults. Amen. So, this is our possession. We have been adopted. Another possession that we have, according to the riches of God's grace, is accepted. Ephesians chapter 1 verse 6. To the praise of the glory of His grace, wherein He hath made us accepted in the beloved. I want to underline the word in the beloved because in the beloved here refers to the Lord Jesus Christ. The beloved here is none other than the Lord Jesus Christ. We have been accepted unto God in the Lord Jesus Christ. I don't know if there's anyone here who ever tried to apply for a visa going to the U.S. And after paying all the fees, right, after going through the interview, denied. Masakit, di ba? Imagine the long queue, the early hours waking up, and the expenses of travel, and $130 of application fee, and they will stamp a nasty word on your passport or on your application and says, denied. I thank God nobody is ever denied entrance into heaven as long as they come through the Lord Jesus Christ. Amen. So here again, if you're wondering whether or not you are saved, you ask the question, have I come to God through Jesus Christ? If you did come to God through Jesus Christ, you have been accepted. Pay attention that the word accepted and all the other privileges that are ours are all in the past tense. Because all of these have been finished transactions. Amen. Accepted. Thank God. Okay? Another blessing, another possession, we have been redeemed. Ephesians 1:7. In whom we have redemption through His blood, the forgiveness of sins, according to the riches of His grace. Redeemed. I would like to elaborate a little bit on what the word redeemed means. The word redeemed is a word used by merchants during the New Testament times. Okay? When you redeem something, it means something perhaps was yours initially, but then you lost possession. Ownership has passed from your hands into someone else's, or from someone else's hand into another person's hand. Okay? So the word redeem means to go out into the market and search out or pick out the object that you want to purchase. It also includes the paying for the price of redemption. Okay? That is the basic meaning of redemption in the Bible. I mean in the New Testament. But when redemption is used for the believer, there is another aspect added to that. Not only have we been picked out by God, not only have our price of redemption, the purchase of our redemption being paid for by God, God has also proclaimed us free from any indebtedness. Amen. You know, during the New Testament times, when someone who was a slave, has been sold in the market, and someone would like to take him to become their possession, the person will go there and buy that slave. After the slave has been bought, pay the price. And the only way for a slave to earn freedom is for him to pay for his own redemption price. Or if there's someone who is gracious, they might pay for the redemption price and then tell them, I have already paid for your redemption price, I am setting you free. Then the slave can become free. But there is a beautiful element here that could be very practical for us as believers. Sometimes slaves are born from parents who are slaves. All their human existence, they have known nothing of freedom but slavery only. They do not know how to trade even if you give them capital for their own business. And so because they have been used becoming slaves, they would prefer to be slaves all their lives. Eh, okay nga naman yun dahil wala, hindi mo kayo problemahin kung anong kakainin mo. Saan ka matulog.